So I wanted to make a video going over exactly what I bring in my bag for an overnighter in the winter. The first thing I'll say is this is not lightweight or ultra light by any means. This is just what I like to carry. It works for me. It's kind of heavy. But I don't typically hike. So far, I'm more of a bushcrafter. So the first thing you'll notice is this is a real old school setup. This is like a 2003 old school external frame Kelty Trekker. So that's the bag, and let's get into it. So we'll start on the outside, work our way in. So we'll start right here. Get this out of the way. The bag, my sleeving bag. Like I said, this is not lightweight. This is a U.S. Army extreme cold sleeping bag. It's good for negative 30 degrees Fahrenheit. I'll put the Celsius on the screen. So it weighs like 8 pounds or something crazy like that. I strap it to the outside of my bag, real old school. But yeah, it's 80% synthetic, 20% down. So you got to keep it dry. It's got a water resistant outer, but it's an army bag, so you can trust it. So I'll bring a saw. This is just a regular, typical bow saw. The thing about strapping your bag, I forgot to say, the thing about strapping your bag to the outside is you can't get it wet. So I don't actually have, right now, a stuff sack for this bag. So I just double bag it with these big black garbage bags. If I know it's going to rain, I'll double bag it with these and we'll carry it out like that. That way it stays dry. So, the next thing I'll bring is an axe. This is actually just a Harbor Freight axe I've been working on. But I made this little sheath for it. I got to do some more improvements to it, but we're working on it. Okay. As you can see, I have a pair of gloves right here. Just if you're working with an axe or a saw, always good to have a pair of gloves. Okay, my Nalgene is right here. Just a big Nalgene. Down here, I put this in here because I was playing with it. Or I actually didn't even get a chance to. One of these little bushcraft toys. We'll try that in a future video. Let's see. A little camp knife, cooking, preparing food. And a little camp fork. Move around the other side. Up top we have just a first aid kit, kind of a homemade thing. I'm not going to get into everything that's in here. You kind of make it. This is way too much. I put like a double. This is like a double one I was trying out, but this one I just kind of made myself. This is really all I ever need. So we got a couple Band-Aids, some gauze pads, stuff like that. Chapstick. And then I got, what's this? Antibiotic ointment. Yep. A baggie full of Tums, Tylenol, ibuprofen, stuff like that. That's the main important stuff. Just Band-Aids and stuff. Even I should put a little roll of electrical tape in there. Wrap a cut up in there. This is just, I had a couple things I was trying. I was going to pull some stuff out of here and put it in here, but like I don't really mind the extra weight. So I just stuck it in there. Like I said, not lightweight. Definitely not ultra lightweight. And here we have a little thing of Germ-X. Okay, moving on down below to this pocket. We have my Sawyer, what is this? The Sawyer Squeeze, the Sawyer filter, along with the plunger. And a couple water packets, energy drink packet, and just some water flavoring packets. So one thing I did forget to mention is that I'll also throw either the dirty water bags that come with the Sawyer filter or just a smart water bottle in there for filtering my water. Here. So in this top pouch, we have a hank of paracord and this is my kind of fire starting kit. I'll go over what's in here real quick. I don't know if I'll pull everything out. Bunch of fat wood, a couple of just regular fire starters, Bic. Oh, this is a scraper I use for my hot tent stove. Just kept it in there. One of these match cases. These are nice. If you're gonna go with matches, just regular matches and store matches in there. Okay, I just threw everything in here, depending on how I want to get the fire started. Look, I even got my big fail rod in there. This is a nice, I switched the striker out with a Yuko multi-tool. What else we got in here? Oh, a file for filing the striker. An extra fire starter. And this is a mini fire bellows. Useful sometimes, especially with the hot tent stove. Put that up. On our front pouch, a couple more things in here. This I always bring with me. You hear it in probably my videos too. Just a little radio. This is an old school, what is it? A Grundig G8. God, I got this a long time ago. It's like falling apart. Paper towels just for a rag, cleaning off your pan or whatever. Toilet paper in a Ziploc baggie. Another thing the Germex is for. Add some more rags. Okay, that's that. The radio is one of my favorite items I always bring camping with me because when you're just chilling at night listening to music, it's just beautiful. So let's go down below first. Never mind, let's go up top first. It'll be a little easier. Alright, so the main thing up top is going to be just your shelter. So my setup changes all the time depending on what shelter I'm using. So right now this is my hot tent. If I go with another tent, just put your other tent in there. And then if I go with the hot tent, I didn't include it in this video, but I have a big pole that goes with it and a bunch of tent poles or tent stakes. So that's just that'll just go with the shelter. So that's your shelter, whatever shelter I'll be using. What else we got in here? This bag is empty, but this is my food bag. So whatever I'm bringing to eat that night, I'll put in here. Along with that, this is my cooking bag. So we have my oil, a little spice jar, so whatever spice I'll be using. Sometimes I'll just bring the whole thing. And then, you've seen this probably a lot, but my 8-inch cast iron pan here. Yeah, it's heavy. It's like 4 pounds. I don't care. There's nothing like cooking off cast iron. Well seasoned, well enjoyed, and I will definitely bear the extra weight because there's nothing like cast iron. I actually don't bring a propane stove or anything like that with me because I'll just put my cast iron pan right on top of my hot tent stove, or I'll just put it right in the fire, and that's how I cook with it. I actually have a cast iron pan at home that's 10 inches instead of 8 inches. I cook my breakfast and dinner on it every single day. So, big fan of cast iron. Captain Morgan, always needed. This is another little bag. I keep a pair of dry underwear and socks in here. And if I'm gonna bring maybe another pair of clothes. What I actually don't have in here is fleece, like long johns for sleeping in, but that'll go along with that. Joy's the bottom here. A couple smaller things in here. So I have a headlamp. This is a Nebo Micro with a Y. This is a nice little headlamp. It's got your green and your red, all your different settings. It's good for like one night. It's got enough battery life to last one night camping. It's small and lightweight, but if I'm gonna go for like winter camping where you need a light I'll say this, it's good for one night of like summer camping where it doesn't get dark till like 9. But for like winter camping, I'm looking at getting something a little bigger, a little more battery power. But I like this thing because you just charge it with a USB. You don't have to worry about batteries. So I can always just make sure it's fully charged before my trip. This is just for my camera stuff. So I have a double bag. But in here is a big power bank and just a couple charging cords. What is this power bank? Mophie? And just a couple different power cords, like I said, for my camera and for the other one's for my headlamp. Right in my pocket, I forgot I have I usually keep this on my hip, my bushcraft knife. Okay, so down here we have a couple more things, and that'll be it for the video. So this is not what you see. This is my sleeping pad. I'm not gonna unwind the whole thing, but I got this at, I think it's a Ascend brand. I know what it is. It's an Ascend Deep Creek regular size. And Ascend is just the Bass Pro Shops brand. So it's mummy style, so it slides right into your sleeping bag. And it's got an R value of 3, so it's pretty warm. And the last thing I have down here is a 5x7 waxed canvas tarp. Very heavy duty. I've only gotten to try this once, but I'm looking forward to using this just as a ground sheet. Yeah, I just got this, so I haven't really gotten tested out yet, but yeah. Oh, a couple other things, honorable mentions, I guess. Instead of this kind of saw, you see my little folding saw, the Fiskars one that I used a couple times. I use that, but I've been working with this, trying it out. This, I believe, is a 65 liter bag. I don't know exactly. You can, obviously it's more because you can lash everything on the outside. But I really like this external frame bag compared to my internal frame bags. I just feel like this thing rides on your back so much better. I feel like it's floating there. You don't even feel it. I kind of wish manufacturers didn't get away from the external frame because they're really super nice. This pad, my inflatable pad here, might be replaced with a closed cell foam pad. I've been testing out the closed cell pads. I have actually a nice one that matches this one. It's an Army pad, and getting used to sleeping on those a little more. So I might be switching this out with one of those. We'll see. But yeah, that's gonna do it. Thanks for watching.